Today on the Recipe Rebel, I am sharing a new 6-ingredient staple, a classic recipe that is gonna serve as the base for many, many more meals. We are making an easy homemade meatball with just a few ingredients, and they are still just as juicy and flavorful as you can imagine. So I'm just gonna tear my bread into smaller chunks and place it in the food processor. Then we will give it a whir until it is in fine crumbs. To our breadcrumbs, we are going to add a bit of water. You could use milk, you could use almost any liquid, but we are keeping the ingredient list simple today, and that is why I'm using water. It also makes it much easier to make these meatballs dairy-free if you need that. So we're just gonna set this aside and we're gonna get started on our meat mixture. So today we are using 1 pound of ground pork and 1 pound of regular, not lean ground beef. If you need to or want to swap out your ground meat for other ground meats or lean ground beef, you absolutely can do that. Just keep in mind that the more fat your meat has, the juicier your meatballs will be. To our meat, we're gonna add 2 eggs. We're going to add salt and pepper, Italian seasoning, and our last ingredient is a good amount of freshly shredded Parmesan cheese. You can leave this out if you want. You can also increase it if you really love that cheesy flavor. Now we're gonna add our soaked breadcrumbs back in and stir everything together. Now that my meatball mixture is combined, I'm just gonna roll them into balls about 1.5 inches wide. I tested several different cooking methods for these meatballs. I wanted to know which was juiciest, and we tend to prefer them baked. We're gonna bake them at high heat for just a short time, and they will be incredibly juicy. So you should get 40 to 60 meatballs out of this recipe, depending on how large or small you make them. The important thing to remember is that if you have made them smaller, you got a little bit more from the recipe, just check them for doneness a little sooner in the oven. These meatballs smell incredible. You better believe as soon as they are cool enough to touch, I am going to be diving into this pan. They are perfectly cooked, not overdone, and so juicy inside. Next week, I'm gonna show you how to take these classic meatballs and turn them into the most incredible spaghetti and meatballs. Your family will love it.